Actually,
Wait, why'd you have it actually? For
my grandpa was a musician. So
All right, Kayla, take it away.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Kayla, and I'm with.
Oh, Gavin.
Reena.
And Eddie.
Okay. Eddie, can you please say the name of our podcast?
Of course. Wait. Wait.
Just say you don't know the
Wait,
name of the
but-
podcast.
Wait, you're holding the mic wrong. You're holding the mic wrong.
Oh.
You have to put the mic up to.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't.
fine.
Oh.
Yeah. And then so I have our mic, Reena.
Why
Oh,
would you do
okay,
that?
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry.
All right, Kayla, do you want to take it away again?
Oh, yes. Okay, are we starting over?
Yeah.
Okay, hi, I'm Kayla, and I'm with.
Oh, Gavin.
Reena.
And Eddie.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know the name of the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to another episode of extra episode with Eddie. And
Okay, that's why I thought that
It's
it
called
was
the
your
extra
podcast.
episode with
Yeah,
Eddie.
that.
But-
yeah, okay,
wait,
no,
but
no,
it's
no,
another
no, no, no,
special
no, no, no,
episode.
no. No, what's crazy is Eddie said that Reena and I are co-hosts, and that was the name he said last time.
Wait, so am I the guest?
Extra episode.
Wait, why am I on the side?
So it's another special episode with my brand new co-hosts.
What?
Reena and Kayla, and they just found out their co-hosts last episode. So
We didn't, not even last episode, like 2 days ago.
We got scammed into it.
yeah,
He didn't even tell us.
welcome.
And then he started. Then he told everyone that we started a podcast together.
And he also got me in trouble.
Wait,
Yeah.
we should.
So today we're gonna be celebrating Friendsgiving. It's being hosted at Reena's house. And today we're gonna talk about how we all became friends. So first I'm gonna let Reena explain how she became friends with Eddie and I, and then Gavin.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so how I became friends with Kayla and Eddie. So first, I met Kayla at the Hmong Club because I was in the Hmong Club, and then she came. Actually, I was in the Hmong Club even though I'm
She
not
was
Hmong.
in the
and
Hmong
then-
Club like a year before I was.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
yeah, and then
Some
in the
of you.
fall, Kayla and I had class together because Kayla's a psych minor and I'm a psych major. So we had a class together and we sat together all the time and we would sit in front of the professor and go on Depop for like the entire
And then we
class.
would play Candy Crush.
Yes, and then we would take the final together and we would not do well.
Don't put that in there.
It's okay.
Anyway, they
Kayla's
did do really good.
It's
They went-
okay. I graduated. They can't take my degree from me.
Yeah, but they can't take away Reena's. So.
We always would talk about how sexy our professor was.
Yes,
She
the
was like
mask.
from Iran.
Yeah, she's from Iran.
She's so hot.
She's so sexy.
And like we would just like stare at her with our mouths open.
What? No, we were on Depop, bro. And then we just became close like that. And then
After
chill like
class,
that, just chill.
we just like we were class friends and then we became actual friends because after class one day Reena came to school or to class fitted up in like just her gym clothes and she had her badminton racket.
yes.
And then I was like, "Are you working out after class?" And she was like, "Yeah, do you want to come?" And then
Yes.
all of a sudden we were just playing badminton together after class.
Yes. And then Kayla and Eddie were also becoming good friends at this time. Which I guess you want to elaborate on that since I'm not part of that.
Okay. Eddie and I also met through the Hmong clubs. The first time we ever met was actually at our mutual friend's birthday party, and I didn't know him at the time.
Oh yes.
Did
I
we
remember
already
this.
talk about this before?
We have actually.
Okay, but basically, the first time I met Eddie, he like walked through the front door, and then I was like, "Do you want a shot?"
Oh
and
yeah.
then that's all that happened. The rest
Literally.
is history.
Yeah.
He got on his knees, and then he took like half a bottle of Pink Whitney.
Here's a video of it
Sus.
right here.
Tell me when to stop.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Oh my god! The hydro blast! The hydro blast!
But yeah, no, literally, it's so crazy because it was such a thing where I was like, okay, well, this is the person I'm meeting just one time, just only in my life, and then it just grew into something way more, like way later. It was like a delayed friendship.
No, the thing is, the mutual friend, she was like one of my good friends from like my second year. So I had known her for a long time.
She was in
And
my
then,
clinic.
When I saw Eddie again in like a clinic setting, we're talking and he's like, wait a minute. We're in clinic, like there's patients around us. And we're both interns. He pulls up a video of me drunk at our friend's birthday party and he goes, "Is this you?"
Classic.
Like
Classic
literally,
Eddie.
the preceptors are like walking around behind us. Like
It was
they're
the very
monitoring
first
us.
day, yeah. Yeah.
And then it's literally a video of me like hopping around like a stripper pole.
No. Well,
Yeah.
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 And then after that, like
That's hella
Eddie,
funny.
Eddie and I became cab members for Hmong and Health.
Mm.
And that's when it was just so funny because I like didn't have any reason to talk to him at all, but he just kept like showing up in my life. Like for Hmong and Health, we decided
Like a little pest.
like we
what can I
both gave
say?
speeches to be in the club on the same day, and we both thought the other person was already on the cabinet.
I
for
thought,
Hmong
yeah,
and
I was like,
Health.
this Kayla girl's judging me right now.
And then he gave a speech first, and then I gave my speech after, and my speech was a lot better than his.
I believe it.
Mhm.
Yeah. But basically, my, so yeah, then I showed up to the speech, and I was like, man, this speech is like really shitty. And honestly, I totally understand if they don't accept me onto the board, but, now that we still got in, and then me and Kayla became really close friends, like one quarter into like our.
Honestly, what like really brought us together was the Hmong Club, which is so funny because neither of them are Hmong.
Oh yeah.
And Eddie and I became
Neither
good
is Gavin.
friends. It's November 21st, 2024. Eddie and I didn't become good friends until January of this year. So we went
And now
on
we have a podcast
we
together.
went on this like Hmong Student Union retreat, and my best friend in the club, Maddie Zhang, shout out.
Shout out. Put her
Shout out,
right here.
Maddie. She couldn't go, and I was really hesitant about going on the trip because all of my friends in the Hmong Club, they weren't going. And then Eddie basically came up to me during the HSU White Elephant event,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was like, "I'll go if you go." And then I was just like, "Okay, why not?"
Perfect.
And then the whole time, Eddie was kind of like walking around like a little lost puppy because, okay, why is he making that face?
Because he had no friends.
Okay, basically what happened is like, we're like making a lot of Hmong food, right? And one dish that our friend made was kapia, and Eddie didn't know how to like put his bowl together. So as I'm eating, like I already got my bowl, a lot of us are already eating. I see him just standing there, just staring at the pot, like with the noodles, and I have to go help him because he doesn't know what to do and what to add to his bowl. So I just like made him a bowl, and I was like, okay, how spicy do you want it? Like I was just like taking care of him the whole time.
That's
was-
crazy that you remember that,
That's
because
a preface of your entire friendship with Eddie.
Yes, it's true. I take care of him a lot.
Wow.
thanks.
Just putting it out there.
Just putting it out there. And that's how we became friends, because there was a lot of times where I could tell Eddie was kind of being like shy, because Eddie is he's very extroverted, but like he was kind of nervous about a lot of things. Like, I don't know, he just like kept misplacing things, like his phone, his sweatshirt, and then I would be the one to be like, oh, Eddie, you left this downstairs. And then after that, Eddie kept coming to me for everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's probably actually pretty accurate. And that's pretty crazy, because then I'm like, oh, also I need a co-host for my podcast, and you're like, oh, well, I guess I'll do it. So
I literally never said that.
Yeah.
You said you will be a co-host.
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, it'd be so great.
Yeah. Stop lying to your fans.
And then actually, it was at the same time that I became friends with Eddie, I met Gavin, because Gavin is Eddie's little through nursing club, and through like during like winter quarter.
Do you remember the first time we met?
The first time we met, or the first time you and
No, I
Kayla
remember the
met?
first time we met. Oh, come on.
We have to talk about the first time we met,
No, no, no,
actually.
no, no, no,
Oh,
the first time we met.
You and me?
Yeah, well, we saw each other. We didn't really speak to each other. Same thing with you.
Oh, wait, no. Actually, but I do remember. Was it at the library?
It was at the library.
Yeah, it was at the library.
I
Talked
remember.
to Eddie, I just was like, I was on my computer.
I remember.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
remember
Jade
that.
was there.
Oh.
Okay, anyway.
I
was
remember.
wearing such a good outfit that
No,
day.
no, I remember Ethan was there too.
Yes.
Oh, he was with you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were all talking, and then actually Eddie and I had just filmed a podcast on his other podcast.
Wait, before then?
Wait, there's
Yeah,
another
because
podcast?
I
That was
remember
the same day?
like no, I remember
No, it was another
we were
episode.
Oh,
okay, so our other friend Ethan, Reena and I are both out of state students. Ethan is from Washington. And we were like, Gavin, guess where we're from? And Gavin immediately
Insane memory. Like I do not remember.
Right? Kayla has
and,
crazy
no, and then
memory.
Gavin is like, "You're from Minnesota, right?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"How'd you
I was
guess?" And he had watched the podcast that Eddie and I filmed.
Well, I watched like the first like no. I think
Is
I
that
watched-
wait, is that why?
Wait,
Is that how you know?
Yeah, that's how he knew. We had filmed the podcast
He
before.
doesn't even remember that.
I watched. No, I do remember
He
this. I watched the
does.
first like 5 minutes because there was a clip that you had made, and like the first 5 minutes, I was like, "Yeah, I'm from Minnesota." And I just
Oh,
remember that. I'm like,
no.
Minnesota.
It's crazy because during the first podcast Eddie and I ever filmed, he had like 50 questions written down, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
says, "Oh, what was it like growing up on the East Coast?" Guys, Minnesota is in the Midwest. If you
I mean,
didn't know that,
Average Californian when you ask him about
like
geography.
that was
Yeah,
crazy.
California's the only.
And then
Anyways, it's not California's the
And then
East
I had
Coast.
to break it to him that I didn't grow up on the East Coast.
Yeah. Well, you
That's
live and
an
you
Eddie
learn.
classic for you.
Yeah, and then that's how we met Gavin.
Yeah.
And then I kept running into Gavin because Eddie kind of like is the type of person where he brings all his friends together all the time. So
I
like
would just go everywhere.
in between classes, he would text me
Just tied at the
and then
hip.
Gavin, and then he would be like, "Oh yeah, let's just like study together." And then that's how I got to know Gavin.
True.
Okay, actually, you guys talk about how you guys met. And how
Yeah,
you
yeah,
became
yeah.
friends.
You want me to talk? Wait, can I hold this?
Yes, hold it.
Hello.
So-
Okay.
Okay. You want to hold this?
That, dude, imagine eating this. And
No.
just like what are the sounds? It's like the sounds of the, they have like raining sounds. It's like sounds of the stomach,
Yeah.
Like I think that'd be ASMR. Anyway, how I met Eddie.
Tell us.
So-
About Eddie.
It was.
I remember this story.
I actually met. It was a nursing club event. It was like beginning like fall,
Was it the
mid-fall.
maze?
It was the
Corn
corn
It was
maze.
the corn maze.
And I remember
I don't know
going.
any of them.
The first person I met wasn't Eddie. The people who drove me.
Who
It
was
was.
Lily?
It was Lillian and I think Jess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was very interesting in
The
the back of their
goats?
car. Yeah. And then I'm like very new to being at Davis.
Oh, yeah. He's a freshman.
Can I say that? Can I
Yeah.
say that? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was very new to being at college, so I was like, oh my god, people are picking me up, and I'm just trusting them with my life.
Yep.
That's
how it
Gavin
is.
is
And then-
very cautious. He's very like safe. Like he kind of reminds me of my mom, like
Oh.
the way he talks.
Oh,
Where do you think it comes from?
It's
I don't know, because it's neither of my parents.
It's because
Oh,
he's
is that the
Well,
reason?
okay, I'm
He
not.
lies
Wait,
to all of us.
clarification. I'm not. No, I didn't. I did not.
He
I did
he
not.
started speaking Chinese to me.
Guys,
That's not
comment
true.
below what race you think Gavin is.
What race is he? Show them your face. Go up close.
Okay.
I never thought he was Asian, and then Rena was like, "He's Asian, right? He's so fucking Asian."
I did not say that.
No
Yeah, I probably did.
comment.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you don't have to.
I'm sorry, I have to profile people
Oh, yeah,
with their
yeah.
race.
No, no, no,
Don't
no.
put that in. Cut that.
Actually, keep that in.
Yeah, keep it in.
Okay.
Anyway.
Share. I was never gonna get a job. It's fine.
It's okay.
Oh,
Just
no.
let
We'll
her
just start a
face the whole
company.
time.
And then
Anonymous.
Whoa. Okay, wait. So,
So,
how did I meet Eddie?
You went to the corn maze.
I went to the corn maze,
Yes.
and I remember getting there, and kind of like, how do I say it? Like Bilbo Baggins, kind of coming out of The Hobbit. Some man kind of
Bilbo
approached me who was just of a little.
oh, Eddie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, it was
Are
you.
you kidding me?
Yeah, it was you.
That's.
Like it was out of the Hobbit hole.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's how. I was like, what does he go? What is he talking
Yeah,
about?
but-
no,
No,
never
you
mind.
just approached me like, hello. How are you?
With my little like goblin face, and I was like,
And it's like I remember you like looking up and at me, but like
Oh.
not like that.
Oh.
This is the wait, not like
What?
double, not like
what does
that.
that mean?
Anyway,
Oh, yeah,
I remember the
it is
first
like
time we
that. It is
spoke.
like
Getting freaky at the corn maze.
It is like that
What?
because one time when Eddie was doing push-ups in his room,
I remember
Gavin
this.
tried to get behind him.
Oh
Wait,
my
what?
That
god!
was when I cut both of their hair.
I remember this.
Oh
And
my
what did I
God.
do?
You tried to do something from behind.
Wait, I don't know. I don't remember this.
And then
Plausible
I think I-
deniability. It
and
didn't
you know what?
happen.
He wasn't even. He wasn't
yeah, he wasn't.
What does this mean?
But we need to clarify
And
that
the thing
Gavin is 3 years younger than
They
Eddie.
keep making
Wait, what did I?
making sexual jokes.
Oh yeah, we were
And
saying
then
like
Gavin
he was
is
gonna say who, and then I was like,
always like, I'm always the top.
yeah, that's what he kept saying to me. I do remember. Yeah, remember that? Remember when you?
Wait, I remember us when I was
remember
getting my
when you were
haircut.
Like, yeah, no. Okay, do you remember when like?
Yeah, I cut their hair for free.
No,
and then
but
Gavin
my
was
hair, you were
complaining
not
the whole
locked
time.
in.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
No. I was not complaining. The issue was me and Eddie were talking. No, like everyone was locked in. Everyone was just chatting when Kayla was cutting our friend's hair and then Eddie's hair. So very locked in. The moment they started cutting my hair, for some reason, everyone's attention shifted to her cutting my hair. And not only that, she started talking with everyone.
Hey, I also cut my hand in the process. Oh, also, you said it looked exactly like the haircut you got before. That you hated, but you paid for it.
You
So
you like
so you're the
I'm
goat.
the goat. So I gave you a haircut that a licensed
actually great.
professional
It
did.
was
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but I went to Supercuts a lot, so
Okay.
No, I remember because you were telling me like, oh, I really need a haircut. And I was like,
I did, and I
I'm
need
gonna
one right now.
Yeah. And
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
look at it.
clearly.
Look at this mop.
Cut
Okay,
it
well,
right.
that's
Cut
rude.
it today.
Oh, on the podcast?
Yes.
On the podcast,
And then first.
it's gonna be the same thing. Okay, and then I remember
Haircut
also
podcast
when
is
we
the
were
next one. We'll do that next week. Don't worry.
when we were doing the haircut. I remember me and you were talking.
Co-host.
Me and you were talking a lot.
Me and you, or
No,
Eddie
me and Eddie.
you?
Me and Eddie.
Is
Me and you were
are we still
conversing
talking
as
about the
well.
coordinates?
Just-
We're talking
just
about
him
Talking
and
about-
Eddie.
we
Just him and Eddie.
It was
Yeah,
me
I
and
just
Eddie
outlined-
talking about some very interesting things when I was
of the haircut.
haircut. At this time, I was 18 years old.
Oh yeah, they were like.
And
Eddie
wait.
was
I was barely
preying-
legal.
Eddie was preying on a freshman, and he's right here.
My God, that's
Wait.
ridiculous.
I want to clarify that
Eddie
Gavin and I are also the same
Eddie
age.
has a
That's
track
true.
record.
A track record of what?
You know.
Wait, I didn't. I've not heard of it before. Wait.
No,
What's going on?
no, I don't know. Kayla's like putting words.
Preying on freshmen.
Okay, I can't
No.
support this.
No.
I don't think this is happening.
No.
Wait,
Delete
maybe.
this podcast.
Wait.
That's a lie.
Anyway, yeah, we were making some. We were talking. We were talking the
So
talk,
no.
shooting the shit, and Kayla just. She was locked in, but she wasn't comparably locked in compared to the
Okay,
previous two
yes,
haircuts.
This is so. You're being so particular about like your haircut right now because
Oh, yeah.
I remember I was
It
just
was
like, oh, I'm getting a haircut from my friend Kayla today, and he's like, oh, do you think she'll cut my hair? And I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
the thing
think
is,
so.
like, he was so chill about it before, and then he complained about it nonstop. Like, he goes to the
Yeah.
mirror,
I
and
clicked
he's
this
like,
Huh?
oh my.
Oh no, it's not. Wait, yeah, turn it off.
Oh, it's good on. Was
And
good.
he's like-
It was good.
He started complaining. He was like, oh.
Okay,
he
I
was,
wasn't
like, messing
complaining.
with
I wasn't
it.
complaining. I wasn't.
Yes, you
He's like,
were.
I was.
You got a free
Okay.
haircut.
He
You
was
did nothing
complaining.
but complain.
He was
and then
hella
he talked
complaining.
about it for months after.
Okay, so
All the time he'd be like, oh, this fucking haircut, and then Kayla would be like, I did it for free, and then he was like, yeah, I appreciate it, thank you.
Yeah, he would say
All the time.
I
I
appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate
I
it.
do.
He's doing it right now.
Well, I did appreciate it.
See this shit?
Okay, but to be fair, that's the only time I've ever walked into work and my coworker went, "You got a haircut."
Wait, do that face to the camera right now.
That's not what you did.
Re-say what you just said too.
I don't think. Okay, well, my coworker. I walked into work and my boss looked at me, and most people never realize I get a haircut because it kind of looks the same.
That's not true.
Well, okay, I guess my best friend never realizes. One of my
That's
roommate
not
does.
Moses.
Yeah, Moses never realized. He'd always be like, "Your hair looks exactly the same," and I'm like, I could buzz it and you think it's the same.
Damn.
But anyway, I walked into work and I just remember my boss
A
going,
reaction? Oh, that sucks.
my boss going, "Oh, you got a haircut." Like she paused for a second. I saw like it's almost like a deer in the headlights. Like I saw her like flash and then like wait, then come back to her senses and like wait, I can't say this is bad. And so she was like, "Oh, you got a haircut." And she didn't say anything. She didn't even say it looked nice. I was like, "Oh, I'm cooked." Actually. And then my other
And then you got
coworker.
fired.
And then no, I went to my job and actually, it was good. It was a good job.
Oh, now he's like, oh yeah, but nothing that happened came out of it, so it was all good.
It was okay. But my boss did make fun of me having that haircut.
It
for,
was
like,
a little bit
month.
uneven at the end, but it's because Gavin went last and I was getting tired.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
He
didn't
did
cut like
and
3
also-
consecutive haircuts
He
in a
also
row.
kept moving.
The
she
only
cut this
person
half,
that
didn't cut this half.
Compensated me was the middleman who got the haircut. Our
I'll
friend.
compensate you. Would you like
You
some?
don't. No.
Juice.
It's too late now. It's expired. Justin got me a yerba mate. That's all I needed. Eddie said he was
Plug,
going to
plug.
buy me a yerba. He never did, guys.
Oh my god, I have so many herbs.
That he got for
I
free.
drank so
He
many of
didn't
them.
Pay for them. I had to pay for that haircut with my labor.
And we're also appreciative
Wow.
towards
Look
it.
at
And I also
Thank
cut
you,
his
Kayla.
hair so many other times.
Look
Yeah,
at you
it's chill.
using the indentured servant. The Hmong girl as an indentured
Yeah,
servant
how
to
dare
cut your
you.
hair.
Oh.
How
What?
fucking dare you?
I'm Filipino. I was indentured servant
Oh,
too.
you always
Oh.
claim your Chinese side, huh?
And
Not
I'm
now.
also
Wow, not
Chinese
now.
too.
Not now.
And then Chinese people are also indentured servants.
Mm.
You can't. No. That's not how it works.
Okay,
Wow.
Michaela's a woman. Are you a woman?
Oh my god.
He hates women. actually.
Well, guys.
Never let anyone
Whoa.
host ever again.
Yeah, I was like, so that's how. Wait, so me and Gavin, we never talked about how we met though.
You fucking just did.
Yeah.
No,
So wait, back
No,
to
we
what
talked about the haircut for like 5 years. We talked about me and Gavin fucking meeting, and then me praying on a freshman. That's what you said. That's all we've talked about, and that's
No,
not what happened.
Last time we
Your
talked
ears are
about
so red.
one day in New York for 5 years.
Huh?
We
What'd you
talked
say?
about one day in New York for 5 years last time.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, last time Reena was on the pod. Wait, Reena, can we move over a little bit so we can?
Oh, yeah.
Reena
Oh, yeah.
better?
I'll let you know.
But what is it?
about that?
Last time Reena was on the podcast, we just talked about like, oh, I just love New York, and I asked you like a million questions about New York, and then it's like the one personality trait like you had.
New
Yeah.
York.
That's Eddie's
I'm from
only
the fucking
personality.
suburbs.
But yeah, me and Reena have a really funny story too.
What?
Oh, like how we met, right?
Oh, I thought we were gonna talk about the clinic thing now.
Do you want to talk about the clip?
No, it's fine.
Oh, because I think it'd be kind of funny to talk about it, but if you don't want to, we don't
No.
have to. Okay.
How we met?
Yeah.
It wasn't the retreat. I know how we got close.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
had a whole podcast episode about
So watch that episode. It's a really good episode. We went camping with.
that. Strangers, and also it's his most watched episode.
It is.
Yeah, he loves that episode.
That is honestly probably my favorite episode.
Every view is yours. You watch it yourself.
He loved it so much. He watched it 50 times.
I was gonna say, I remember after I posted that episode, like I would just listen. Okay, well this is kind of crazy,
Well,
but
He's so cringy because he watches his podcast all the time.
I would watch the episode and I'd be like, oh, it's just like I'm like hanging out with my friends again.
Wow.
Wow.
When he could just call us.
And I wasn't there.
Yeah, well I can watch this one now.
We should talk about the Chinese New Year. episode.
Oh wait, actually that's wait.
Oh,
You were there.
yeah.
And then
That was
Craig,
eighth grade.
honestly, wait,
That
that's,
was
like,
that was
that's crazy
fire.
because that's like all of my like really closest friends too.
Yeah, that was we were all there.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Yeah.
that Craig still isn't on the podcast yet.
Okay, when
Where
we
is
go,
Craig?
we'll
Craig's gonna
when we
watch this
go,
and then-
yeah, let's do one. Yeah, and then I'll edit all of them in a marathon of just me editing for like 500 hours.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. You just watch shows. At
What
your
is like so
job
fun
anyway.
is that I brought Eddie and Reena together the way Eddie brought me
Oh
Gavin,
yeah.
because I also am the same way. I bring my friends together when I'm free, and I was like, oh, we all have the same like hour and a half in between classes, and I want to see both my friends. So at first, it wasn't like that awkward because Eddie was already in Clue, which is the clinic, and Reena's now in that. But
Yep.
he also would come to the monks reunion events sometimes, so they knew of each other. But at first, like they were kind of shy, but then Reena would just bully him, and then turns out like
Yeah.
the banter was just there, the chemistry was there.
No, I remember,
Um,
and I talked about this in the other podcast too. But it was literally like Reena would like go up to me and like banter, but it was like bullying.
She would
right?
always.
Wow. That is actually
Get
not.
up! Get up!
But that's not even true though, because
that true?
She'd be like, that's what she did to her dad.
Oh.
And then she would.
yes, like Kayla's just an instigator. She's an instigator.
I'm putting so hard.
Would you like to explain yourself?
Hey, I wasn't actually touching him. It was just emotion.
Yeah, she was.
No, it wasn't.
No, I want to touch him. He wouldn't let me. But it was just funny. It's
Jesus.
just funny.
Am I?
And
do I
then
keep that part in?
she
or-
also.
No, cut that out.
No, keep
Oh.
going, keep going.
I want to
She would-
cut out parts
she
of
would
it.
also like choke him. She just. I got
well,
this
Eddie
from
likes
her.
that though.
Oh,
No. Oh no. The thing is, I got this from her.
Gavin, what?
I would know.
Always go up to
You
Eddie
what?
and be like,
yeah, that's because Eddie was being annoying.
That's true though.
yeah, he's so annoying.
That's not true though.
No, you know what's funny is I literally was sending a picture to my talking stage of you today, and it was of you, me forcing you to wash your dishes, because he was asking me about my close friends, and I was like, oh, let me tell you about Eddie.
Oh my god.
Let me tell you about Eddie.
The egg that he couldn't boil.
Oh, do you,
Oh,
you
tell
want
that
to talk
story.
about
You know
that?
what? I'm
Tell
gonna talk
that
about it.
story.
Take the mic.
Tell
Take the
that
mic.
story.
But also, don't
Whoa.
scream into it. Oh, you can scream, but
Or actually just like scream, but like put it somewhere
I'm not
else.
gonna scream.
I'll
I'll be
scream.
civil.
Can I
I'll be
scream?
civil.
Let me find a
that's you,
picture.
Gavin. Or that's
Okay,
you,
I'm
Gavin.
gonna talk about the
Scream?
time.
No, don't
Oh,
scream. No, that's
The
your
time that Eddie, Reena, and I decided to make cold noodles, and we were just gonna go watch the sunset together.
Yeah.
Sounds like a really wholesome time, right?
We
Reena,
uncovered-
continue.
We uncovered some facts about Eddie. I was like, let's put some egg in our cold noodles, and So we put them into boil, and I'm telling Eddie like, oh, put it into the pot, and he's like, just put the egg into the pot, and I'm like, yeah, just put the egg into the pot, and he's like, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna boil the egg, and he's like, I've never had a boiled egg before, bro. You're 22. You've eaten a fucking boiled egg before.
Okay, also, this is the picture that I sent to my talking stage of Eddie, me forcing Eddie to wash his dishes at my own house. But Eddie notoriously never does his dishes, but when I go to his house, I wash my own dishes. Like, I'm a good guest. He is not. Look at that shame.
Never
on his
invite
face.
Eddie over. I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
Anyways, she's continuing on.
This is my podcast. That's ridiculous.
Oh, it's your podcast? I thought we were co-hosts.
Oh. Now what? Now you want it to be your podcast?
Wait.
Oh, that's crazy.
Sorry. This is our podcast.
Okay. Anyways, let me tell you about.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let me
That's
tell
what I
you
thought.
about the egg.
Okay, continue.
Tell Gavin about the egg.
About
I
the
told
egg?
Gavin before.
Oh, wait. You heard
About the egg?
Yeah.
Ah.
And then after the egg is boiled, I'm like, all right, let's take out the egg, and he picks up the egg, and he's like, we're gonna eat it just like this,
I know,
and
he's
I'm like,
so fucking stupid.
no, we're gonna fucking crack it. And you know, when you boil an egg, you like roll it on, or you like crack it on different places. But he cracked the egg like he was gonna crack a raw egg. Like he was gonna open it and put it into something else. And I was like,
He didn't know.
I mean, that's how I did it.
He didn't
That's
know
how I
to
do it.
peel.
Really?
No. Me would I lie?
He didn't know how to peel the shell.
yeah, he's not.
He like did not know how to peel the shell.
And Eddie's 22,
You know what? Life is hard for some
and it was not hard for Eddie.
people.
Lillian knew.
Oh.
Knew what?
On my close friends, I wrote forbidden dinner,
Oh,
and she was right. How did she know?
Wow.
That is the forbidden.
she can see it in your face.
I guess so. Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So basically, that's the story of Eddie and the egg that he couldn't boil.
Rip.
Yeah. So.
What do you have to say for yourself, Eddie Fabi?
It was
About
good.
not knowing
It
how
was a
to
good dinner
boil.
and a good sunset.
Additionally, all throughout college, Eddie would go home to do his laundry,
Yeah.
and
I would do my laundry. You love talking about this. You love talking about this.
because Eddie's a little mama's boy who doesn't know how to do
Oh
anything
my
by himself.
Goodness. This is ridiculous. I like talk to my friends about the podcast. Like, oh yeah, my own little podcast. They're like, oh, they check out the latest episode and they listen to the shit and they're like, oh,
It was kind of just a rap battle, and you were the loser.
It's a roast battle 3v1.
What's another
called
time?
roast
What's
town.
another?
God,
What's
it's like
another
very
time
loud
that
here. Every single
okay.
episode.
everyone that knows Eddie knows that he loves guats in Davis, California.
It's like a taco restaurant.
And one time he brings his guats to my house. It's a wet burrito because that's what he just loves.
Loves them wet.
And he brings his own knife. It's a blue knife. And I know this because none of my knives are blue. All my knives are silver. We're like eating before going out. And then the next morning I wake up and his blue knife is dirty in my sink. He like brought his own knife to my house and then left it in my sink. Didn't take it home.
And then she used
And then he also and he left his fucking guads like bag on the table and didn't throw it away in the trash can. That's like 5 feet away.
What do you have to say for yourself then, Eddie?
I don't know. That was an accident.
Everything's an accident with this man.
What can I say? What can I say?
Let's say some encouraging things about Eddie.
Oh God! Oh God!
Let's see. Eddie brought us all together.
Oh,
Eddie,
I have something.
As soon as you can pass it, like I'll take it. Oh, I was getting too much.
Eddie is very patient. For one thing in particular.
Especially right now, like if all three of my friends were roasting me, I would take out my gun.
Oh, I meant there's an item
Oh.
that he left at my house.
Oh, what is it?
So-
is it like
You have
Story back. I don't have it here, so you'll be waiting
Oh
more.
my God!
But quick side story. Like a month or two after Eddie met me, I took him, or like he drove down to my hometown.
Was that only a month or two? That's crazy.
It was like, yeah, it was like
visiting,
2 months.
visiting the family after 1
Visiting the
month?
family.
So,
I was going by quick,
That was
and he
fast.
called my hometown. And he said it looked like Africa, and he said it looked like the safari. I guess it kind of does.
I posted on my story. I said Africa social with the littles, and then I put the highlight for Instagram. I put like the African flag.
Oh my god.
The African flag.
I don't think there's an African flag.
There's more than one.
I typed in Africa flag into.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a couple.
I
I just put the first
How
result.
many countries are there in Africa?
Can you tell me?
I want you to answer.
Oh, I
first.
want you to answer.
There's 78.
You're just trying to get out of
Are you
answering.
serious? Okay.
I think there's like 40 something.
Here's the answer.
But on top of my head.
I'm gonna look it up right now. I can't take this suspense.
Okay, well maybe I won't edit the answer.
Wow.
Wait, yeah. So talk about.
Anyway,
the-
so he left a battery pack in my house, and he left it in my car. And so it's his like, I mean, he has one right here.
56.
But the
54,
battery pack he had.
according to United Nations.
you're pretty close.
Whoa,
I was close.
whoa. But the battery pack he's left there. It's like his beloved battery pack because it's like canceled, and you can't get that charge anymore.
No.
And I've had it for months.
I know.
And recently,
he got a new one.
I know,
had
but
to
it doesn't
buy
work
a
the
new
same, does it?
No, it doesn't work the same.
Yeah, it doesn't work the same, and it doesn't have the stickers on it. And I was using it today actually, and a woman thought it was a vape.
A vape.
And I told her,
That?
it was black and it's got more stickers on it. It does look like a vape.
Why is the vape so big?
And they were like, "Yo, why is your vape charging your phone?" And I was like,
Oh, and she wanted to use it.
Yeah.
she might have wanted a hit of it. She might have.
Oh, okay.
But I told her it's my vape.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yep. I said vape Nash, true vapors
Vape
only.
Nation.
No, but yeah, he still doesn't have it, and it's actually been over a year now,
Yeah.
if not a year. And I still use it.
Okay. He gives the mic right away.
Yes,
Yes,
right away. He needs some redemption after I flamed him out that
Fine, I'll give a
night.
good story after too.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when we went on the retreat, the Christian retreat, there was this thing that we did. I don't know, we were just giving affirmations to everyone. And this is the first time that Eddie and I really hung out ever by ourselves for 3 days straight in this butt fuck nowhere town. And then we wrote each other really nice affirmations, and then it made me appreciate spending time with Eddie a lot. Yeah.
Oh,
That's so
Thanks,
sweet.
Rena, thanks.
Do you remember?
I do.
I wrote you this long ass affirmation.
It's on my wall,
I wrote
actually.
it.
Really?
I
Yeah.
mean, I read it.
I
I'll say after every hangout that I had with Eddie, like when we were students, he would always like say something really nice to me. Like when we were done hanging out, or like dropping me off, or I'm dropping him off, it would always be like a profound goodbye, because he'd always be like, "Oh, Kayla, I'm just so glad I met you. You know, like I just like feel like you understand me so well."
Oh.
Glaze maxing.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh my gosh, like I'm just so glad I." He'd be like, "I'm so glad we met, and I can't believe I didn't meet you until now." And like, even though we met in our senior year, we just became such good friends in a short amount of time, and I feel like that's kind of rare.
Yeah. You know, I'm thinking about it right now. We all met in
This
our
year,
senior year.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year. Or I guess like this. academic-
our senior year.
Yeah, our senior year.
But
Right?
2024,
And it's like
it has not been that long.
literally, and I talk about it all the time, but like my last year in
so
college, I was always thinking that it was supposed to be just like a relap or just a victory lap in college, because I felt like I did all the things I wanted to do in my third year. And like honestly, I was like, yeah, it's my fourth year's not gonna be as special, but it'll be chill. And now like I'm here with all of you guys, and I'm like, wow, this is like it's like a really nice thing I get to do with you guys, and like I really do see myself like being lifelong friends with all of you guys. So
So wholesome.
yeah,
It's so wholesome.
Yeah. Even though Eddie might be a mama's boy, that's just part of his personality. And
I remember a bit.
And he is a mama's boy.
If you
Reena
can put
used
up
to
with that-
always say your mom, and then Eddie would get super offended.
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's like, no, she's not.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Earthquakes don't spawn when she stops.
He actually had to pull me aside and have a serious conversation and say, Reena, you have to stop saying your mom. It makes me uncomfortable. And I was like, your mom.
At Eddie's grad party, I brought him a Spider-Man balloon because he's obsessed with Spider-Man. If anyone didn't know that.
No, they should all know that.
They should all know
Oh, I
that.
didn't finish my statement, but I said that if you can put up with Eddie being a mama's boy, then you have lots to gain from the friendship, and he'll glaze max you at the end too.
He
True.
does glaze max you.
He'll be. You can be his mama.
Oh!
Like
Gavin,
in
you
a-
got it.
in a friendship way. Hey, I mean,
Okay.
And it looks like. Or actually, since you're the host.
Oh!
Yeah, you can start the podcast.
Okay,
Sorry.
perfect.
My bad.
Let's see. Let's
Halftime
just say
show.
something nice about everyone else. Reena,
Give it thanks.
Reena and
oh, that's
Gavin.
a good thing.
Why not? Because we're
It's
all
our
we're all
Friendsgiving
friends
episode.
here, and if it's truly a podcast hosted by Reena, Eddie, and I, we can't just say something nice about Edward. You know?
True.
True.
Yeah.
True.
If it's
True,
truly
true.
gonna be a podcast with three of us, the thing is, it's kind of weird because Reena and I never asked for this. It was kind of just like thrust upon us. But also,
Well,
the thing is, I want to do the podcast together because after graduation, Reena, Eddie, and I, we haven't hung out as often because Eddie lives in Vacaville. Reena's
So
busy with
far.
Reena's busy with school, her lab, and her internship. I'm working. It's not the same as it used to be. Like during winter quarter, we would see each other every single day for multiple hours.
Wow.
Like we would see each other every single day. Like I saw them more than my own boyfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it crazy because even during spring quarter, it's like we saw each other all the time. Like we were such a big part of each other's lives. Like I spent picnic day with Reena. And like we went to Berkeley together. Eddie was there too. Late.
Gavin was there too.
I was
Gavin
there
was
too,
there
actually.
too.
Oh, yeah.
though.
Just like so many, like we had so many like milestones just in the past couple, like 7 months that like, I don't know, in a lot of my other friendships, like we didn't do as much stuff. Like I feel like we were just always doing things. We were always going out. And Reena and Eddie are like my favorite people to party with because they always match my freak. They always are willing to get as drunk as me. And we always do. Every party, we
Not
wrote.
me,
The thing
because
is
I'm
that's
under.
funny is you.
Say 21.
I mean, yeah, and me because I'm 20.
Rena's 21. Anyways, Eddie and Reena, I feel like they're always paired. Like they always throw up at the same parties.
Yeah.
But then
No, that's true.
at the next party, it's me that throws up, and then they're sober.
yes.
Like I don't know, we always rotate. We're just like fun like that.
yeah.
And I don't know,
The
but that's
cycle.
why it's like fun doing the podcast together. That's why I'm like, oh, it'll be like nice to see them every week, and it's like nice because we spent so much time together.
Mhm.
Yeah. And Gavin is here, and we love him so much.
If I were Gavin, I would just walk out right
Am I
now.
fourth row in? I mean,
No. Come back. The thing is actually, I feel like I became really good friends with Gavin after my ex, Eddie, and I and Gavin, we were studying together at the library.
that was fire.
It was really fun.
Does
And
that
it was
win?
I think that's
And
when
then-
I
and then-
started to see Gavin as my friend too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than just your friend.
yeah.
Yeah.
True.
And it was just funny because I'm like, oh, Gavin is so funny. I'm like, wait, why is this like little white boy from Chico so hilarious?
Maybe little,
Little Asian
yeah,
boy?
little Asian boy.
No, for real. I just like, I feel like whenever I'm with all of you, I'm so happy. And you guys are just so funny. I'm always giggling when I'm with all of you.
Aww.
Yeah. All right. So, Gavin, your turn.
Oh, okay.
Did
Do I just like say? Do I say something about each person?
Whatever you.
Yeah.
How close should I put this mic? I'm just now realizing. Is
Um,
this a pop? Are they gonna hear
whatever
that?
you want.
Yeah, whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Okay. I mean, I can start with Eddie. What can I say about Eddie? What can't I say about Eddie? Eddie's just given me so much like social time. At Davis, I feel like in my first year.
And Gavin's only a second year, guys.
Yeah.
He just started his second year. It's literally November.
I
of his
know.
second year.
I know, and I'm gonna switch majors.
So young.
What?
Whoa.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am.
Me too.
Chemical engineering.
Oh God.
I know.
That sounds tough.
I thought you
I'm
wanted to be pre-med.
I know. I think I'm switching out.
You and
Wait,
your
are you not
Dropping.
pre-med anymore?
Not really.
even
No,
know?
no more
I
doctors.
think
Bad
no more
thing.
doctors.
That's why we're hanging out now.
Oh
You and
no!
Yas-
No, I wait. I did tell you actually.
Uh,
I did actually tell you
When?
when we had a call, and you
It
said
was a really brief call, and also you had way more important information that you told me that.
that's true. I dropped a lot of bombs that
Yeah,
day.
a lot of bombs.
A lot of
A lot of
bombs.
f bombs.
Well, no.
Sailor mouth.
Well, no. No sailor mouth. But the only mouth fit. Nah, never mind.
What are you gonna say about your mouth?
I'm not saying anything about
God,
that.
why are you so nasty?
Say your thing.
Damn, you a
Say your
freak.
thing.
Okay, hey,
He's a little boy.
I'm a child. Okay, my things about Eddie. Eddie, I'll speed run it. Spark notes. Eddie just gave me a lot of social interaction in college, including like hanging out with people at very normal gatherings and just doing normal interactions. And then Kayla, which I met kind of through Eddie. It was just great to hang out with her. I got especially close after some certain things had happened in
His life.
my life.
Yeah.
And she was
And
there for
also,
me a lot.
We bonded because we both have brothers with autism.
That's true. We actually
And
do
then-
both have brothers with
And,
autism.
That was, I don't know. I feel like I just don't know a lot of people with siblings on the spectrum. So
Yeah.
that's how we bonded. And we also had the same job for a long time, which was
True.
ABA therapy.
True.
And yeah,
Yeah, we have like a lot of like, very
we
interesting.
have, like,
commonalities I don't have with anyone
Yeah,
else.
we have a lot in common.
And you're both
which is
Asian.
crazy. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no. Well,
That's crazy, actually. And you're both Asian.
Yeah. And like the thing is, like, I don't know. I always felt like kind of crazy because I was like, oh, I get along so well with Gavin. Is it weird? He's like literally a freshman. Like, is it weird that I'm friends with a fucking freshman? And
Kayla always says that to me. She's like,
no, it's because
Reena.
Reena always calls me old.
no. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
call
yeah,
myself
yeah,
young.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Wow.
that's
So then
true.
that means
That's
the
true.
opposite
That's true.
is.
No.
No, because Reena and I will be hanging out and having a jolly old time, and then she'll be like, "You're hanging out with a 19-year-old." And I'm like, oh, thanks, I guess. Like,
Reality
let
check.
me leave, let me leave. And then if I am like, okay, I'm gonna leave, she like is like, no, stay.
Yeah. At least you
True.
weren't hanging out with me when I was 17 in college. I was so obnoxious about it. If someone touched
17
me,
in
I'd be like,
college?
do you want to catch a case? Do you want to pay my tuition?
Reena always does that though. Like
Oh,
she
no.
loves that she's younger.
I do.
She loves she's like really young for her grade, and she's graduating early.
That's crazy. What?
we're good. Anyway, and then Reena. Well, Reena's actually my professor in a class. She's actually my professor. She could fail me, for a class. So, yeah, pretty much. I don't know how that happened. But also, the first time I met Reena, well, also like the second and third and fourth time,
Oh.
she was kind of like super unhinged,
Oh.
but like in a good way, but in like a really good way. Cause you like kind of, I remember you got crashed out like the first and second time I met you.
The thing is,
It was
Reena
a, it
does
was a,
that all
it was a
the
crazy
time.
crash out, and I was like, "Wow, I've never seen this crash out before."
Wait, what? When did I crash out?
You crashed
Explain.
out? Oh my god!
Explain.
Explain.
Gavin has
Dude,
a good
I don't got the sources.
No,
I'm
Gavin-
making this up.
What?
I'm not making this up. I'm
Gavin, the
not.
thing is, Gavin has a good memory too.
Okay,
Like,
well,
anytime I bring something up, he always remembers it.
so I remember.
Like-
Okay, the first
No.
time, I think it was.
You said
Reena
like
has a
me.
really bad memory, guys.
You said
So
like
does Eddie.
me.
They both have really bad memory.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh, was it when we were playing badminton, or it might have been?
Gavin!
Oh, that was so
Wait,
fun.
Oh, that was so fun. It was with my old roommate.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and I remember you showed me your laugh. A very like. You just started going like. I can't even
Do it,
remake
do
it.
I don't know what he's talking about.
It's like.
Like.
Oh, I've seen that laugh.
Like that. Like that.
No,
We're like,
not even like that. Like,
yeah. I can't do it. I
No,
can't
but
make
it's
it.
like where you force it just to be funny. Like,
Yeah, and you did it like.
You know exactly what we're talking
no,
about.
I'm put on the spot. I'm scared. What if it comes out wrong?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
like one of the first times I met you, you just like did that in conversation. I was like, oh, okay, that's fire.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And also, she made us sushi bake. She made me and my roommate sushi bake,
Oh yeah.
and it was good. So that's my thanks. I'm thankful to be here. Thankful to be around good company. I just took an OChem midterm, so I need it.
Oh.
Okay.
Welcome.
Wait, I also want to say something nice about Reena. Because I already said something nice about Edward and Gavin. Reena and I became really close after we took one class together. And it's just like crazy because like in high school, I always had friends of all different ages, like older than me, younger than me. Like it didn't really matter. But like it's kind of hard to, especially at Davis. Actually, not even at Davis. I think it's more just like Reena is very mostly friends with people her own age. And then like I became friends with her because we had class, but we like got along really well. Like our humor matches pretty well, and then she's just like silly. She's fun to be around. I'm like really glad I met her because I got to go home with Reena for spring break. I know we mentioned this on the last podcast, but like my spring break trip to New York like really solidified my friendship with Reena because I got to see how she grew up and I saw her childhood home. I slept in her childhood bed. I met her dog.
With her?
No,
Oh.
it's a twin bed, Gavin. Yeah,
Twin.
you can fit two.
That's why they call it a twin.
Yes, true.
Really?
I
No.
and like I don't know. It's just like
you do that all the time. You say some shit, and it's like, what?
And you're like, yeah. Wait, actually, no.
Shut
that
up.
might be what I was
She's-
talking
shut up. I'm talking nice about Reena.
Yes, I need to hear this.
Like
Sorry, Reena.
despite like everything, I feel like Reena is just like the person I wish I was. Like she's so like smart and passionate about all the things I am. Like if I had grown up differently, I also would have been a psych major with a double major in Asian American studies. That is exactly what I would have done if I had grown up differently. And when I met Reena's family, like they just welcomed me with open arms. Both her parents and her sister. I know, and her dog. Reena and her sister, they like just fight like sisters do, but Reena's sister was so kind to me when I met her. And then I met Reena's family friends who are like her cousins and her uncle, and like everyone was so kind to me, and it just felt like I was a part of their family. And even her dad, Cam Wong, if you want to connect with him on LinkedIn.
I'm just getting fired soon. Don't
Oh.
connect with it.
Like 2 days into like my trip at Reena's house, he was like, Kayla's basically family. And I stayed an extra 3 days after Reena left because it was cheaper for my flight home. And I was really scared and nervous because obviously I'm staying at her family's house and she's not there. But her family was like so kind to me. They would pick me up from the lure tracks and I would like talk to her sister. I got her family gifts. They always made food for me. Her mom made me dinner for the flight home to Sacramento. And
My mom does not make me dinner for the flight home.
and her family was just so kind to me. And I was like, wow, this is like a friendship that I'll cherish forever.
Oh,
And
it's not time.
but yeah, I just love Reena so much. And she feels like I already have 2 younger sisters, but Reena's like the little sister I never had, and it's because Reena is also a fellow eldest daughter, and it feels like she's my little sister all the time. And yeah, that's why I love Reena.
Thank
That's
you.
so
Thank you
cute.
for such kind words. This is gonna predict my self-esteem for the next year.
That's good.
Thank you, Kayla,
Of
for such kind
course.
words.
Of course.
So said so poetically. Do you want to go next or should I go next?
You can go next.
Oh, he's cooking something up. He wants to be the grand finale.
Oh.
Thinking right now, he's like,
He's like,
Aristotle.
fuck.
He's like,
He's like, fuck. Everybody just roasted the shit out of me. What did I say about that?
Oh.
I
Brought up in the cauldron.
Not for real. Okay, well, I'll go this way.
Thanks.
Eddie.
Oh God.
Well, I'm so thankful for you because you also introduced me to a lot of people in last year. And I feel like my social circle opened up a lot after I became friends with you.
Oh.
And also, yeah, everybody loves you, Eddie. Like, you're just that guy, that jolly old guy that's just jumping and skipping around, dilly-dallying.
What can I say?
And you're a D1 personality hire. Like, I wish I was the personality hire that you are. Like, I aspire to be a personality hire, but I know that I cannot be that personality hire. That if I do bad, they're gonna fire me. But if
Oh.
you do bad, you have the personality to save yourself.
That's literally why he stayed in clinic for so long.
Oh,
Yeah.
They
you-
liked his personality.
Yeah.
And I know that because I was friends with all the admin. and they
Yes.
told me before I was friends with Eddie.
Oh, they said other things about his performance?
Eddie was a really bad intern, but they kept him because they liked him.
Yes, and that is the D1
I
personality
might
hire.
cut that part out.
D1 personality hire.
Huh?
D1 personality hire.
Thank you.
And yeah, I think there's so many quirks. Well, there's so many quirks with all of you. Like, all of you are very quirky.
It's true.
That's why
Look
we're
at
friends.
us.
That is
But
why.
We're on a
honestly-
podcast,
But,
dude.
no, but honestly, I like that too because
Yeah.
I was on a date like on Saturday and he kept calling me weird. And I was like, all my friends are weird.
Yeah, I
I'm
do
weird.
not think you're weird at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
No,
just
I
the
think
new
we're all
normal.
kind of weird. So
We're all a little bit weird.
No.
If you really think
What
about
I
it,
love is that
you really want to be normal.
no. I knew he was gonna do that. Eddie loves doing the little anime things.
And I appreciate that too. And I also agree with Gavin that you are really patient and you're always really open-minded, which is also a respectful trait because sometimes I can be really closed-minded. And then you're like,
True.
actually, all right.
we're done. That's how fun. So fast.
Wait, we never talked about the hentai convention.
Oh.
Are we talking
what?
about? That's for the next episode. The next
We're
episode.
just
Yeah.
gonna give things,
Wait, the
because
what?
I really have
You wanna-
to pee. I really have to pee. So
Okay. You.
Okay.
No, I'm
Oh.
gonna finish. Okay, yeah, so I think you're really open-minded, which is really respectful because sometimes you have to remind me not to be so judgmental.
What's your MBTI?
ESFJ. ESFJ for judging!
That tracks.
Yeah,
Sounds
Kayla.
good. ENFJ.
I'm thankful for you too because last year you were like my closest friend from the beginning to the end of the year. Like we met in fall quarter and I remember we saw each other and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't remember who she is.
Reena like didn't know my name and she thought I went to Sac State. Cause that's where all the Hmong people
I was
go.
gonna say because she's Hmong. Huh?
Yeah, cause I'm Hmong.
Yes, I did profile you because of that.
Profiled me.
Yes.
Whoa.
And I'm so happy to have met you because you're right that you really do match my freak. Like nobody else would say that Azra, our professor, was a baddie and also play Candy Crush and go on T-pop with me.
The thing is, Reena is like such an enabler.
No, I'm not. I can
Yes,
only
she is.
enable people who want to be enabled.
Oh, that is manipulation.
Oh.
No.
No.
Yes, and yes, and every time I'm down to do something, you're so down to do it. I'm like, what if? And you're like, okay, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Reena's always down.
You're
which I
always
love.
down. You're
Like,
always
I
down.
also am always down. That's how me and my friends in high school are.
Yeah,
And also, sidebar, even though I'm stealing Reena's thunder and she really has to use the restroom.
it's fine. I'll just
When
piss
when
right
my
here next to Eddie.
when my
Ugh.
best friend from high school
Jesus, that's him.
when my best friend Shut up, I'm talking. Shut up, I'm talking. Okay, when my best friend from high school came to visit, her name is Izzy. The people that I wanted her to meet most were Reena and Eddie, and we all had dinner together.
Mm-hmm. In
That's a nice
Napa.
dinner.
Yeah, that was so romantic.
Yeah, and I
Nice.
drove us all like
Yeah.
usual.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Yes, so I appreciate that too. And also, you are also very non-judgmental. I would say that you're more non-judgmental than Eddie. Like you are the most open-minded person in the history of the world.
Actually, I personally think Eddie is very judgmental.
Oh,
Oh.
who's more judgmental, me or Eddie?
You?
Oh man.
Eddie
It was close.
Eddie is judgmental.
No, but I keep it to myself though. I feel like
Oh.
Hit Eddie when he
No.
kisses himself.
No.
I mean, yeah, you can do it.
When the camera goes off, I'm gonna say something.
Oh, wait, I'm not
Off the
done. I'm not
record.
done.
Keep going.
And also, I think that you're a really great inspiration to me. I always like to go to you to hear advice. I think that you're really good at giving advice and that you tell me things that I need to hear sometimes, but also give me comfort when I need it. It's always good to hear you talk to me when I'm going through shit. Also when I'm not going through shit and we're just talking about random shit. Mm,
The
yeah.
thing is, I feel like Reena and I became close because we cried in front of each other really soon.
Oh, is it when we took that test?
Girl, cut that out. You can't keep saying this.
Sorry. I
You're gonna take
remember.
away my degree.
No, you graduate. You're good. Reena though.
Yeah. You should be worried.
Whatever, I don't care. Just
She
kidding.
does care.
I do care. Please don't take away my degree. I paid so much money for
What
it.
is it?
I mean, my dad pays so much money for it.
Come on.
What is it? The Chancellor Seniors is he's like playing this in the room.
Gary May is
Gary May.
watching.
Gary May's
Yeah.
like playing this and there's like, do you remember when you said this?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care.
You want to
Yeah.
explain to me?
And Kayla, you're so like genuinely kind to everyone. Like I actually sometimes can't grasp it. I'm like, damn, like she really doesn't need to do that. Like I personally would never do that. And she goes out of her way to be kind to everyone. What a beautiful thing to be. What a beautiful person to have in your life.
Aw, you're so nice to me all the time.
I'm so nice to everyone. What do you mean? Because I'm so non-judgmental.
She's
So
not
that's
nice
the
to everyone, guys. She definitely is not nice to
Definitely not
everyone.
nice to everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna take that all back. Wait, I didn't say anything about Gavin.
I know. I'm just giving it to him.
Okay.
I'm just holding it.
Gavin, I'm so thankful for you because you're so fucking funny. Every time I see you,
He
I'm
is
just
so funny.
laughing so
No.
hard.
You're so funny.
Yeah, I
Gavin?
think. Oh, go on.
There you go.
Oh,
I'll go after.
honestly, I feel like I have kind of high standards for what funny is because I'm so fucking funny.
That's
bruh.
true. That's true.
And
She's the funniest person.
I am the funniest
might
person
be.
in the world.
She might be.
But Gavin is
She's
so
like Dave
fucking
Chappelle
funny.
for UC Davis students.
Dude, I'm like the fucking jester. I'm
Really?
Wait, what did you say?
Chappelle.
You're like Dave Chappelle for UC Davis students.
That.
You're just like
Ooh.
Kevin Hart. Like,
Are you fucking serious? Is that it?
Ooh, didn't land.
Oh my god, he's a minion?
Minion is hot funny, actually.
He's a minion. I'm like, Kevin.
Kevin or Dick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're so fucking funny. Every time I see you, I'm so excited to see you because I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Wow, that's so kind.
That's cute.
I think like I don't know.
What's up?
I think like the fact that I felt like so close to Gavin after I found out he had a brother with autism.
I also
Because
think
like
Dude, I
it's
do.
such a unique
I also have a brother
experience.
without autism.
It's such
Nice.
irrelevant. Nobody cares about him.
Congrats, dude. Congrats.
it's such a unique experience, and I had never met anyone else who also has a brother with autism.
Did you know that if you have a sibling with autism, you have a 10% chance to have autism?
Yeah, I did know that.
So,
I think it's possible.
And you know it's a spectrum too.
It's possible that
Yeah, I'm on
Gavin and I might have something, but it's okay.
it's okay.
Yeah.
You guys are still my best friends regardless.
Wait, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Like the diagnosis is like, I can't be friends with you anymore.
I really need
Oh,
to pee,
Lord.
so let me finish this.
Yes, keep going, keep going.
And Gavin, I think that you're such an open person to talk to. I think sometimes when I approach people, people get a little bit intimidated because I can be a little bit forward. But no, he matched that. He matched the energy. I said something and he would go right into it. Like matter of fact, before we started this podcast, he actually went right into it. Oh, okay. That's it. That's it. I'm so thankful for you all. And I'm gonna pee now.
Thankful for
I'm so
everyone.
thankful for you.
Have
Okay,
fun.
Eddie, you need to talk
Goodbye.
about me because Gavin and Reena said nice things about me.
Oh,
It's
of
your
course.
turn.
It is time. It's time. Well, Kayla, what can I say that I feel like you haven't heard actually? Because I feel like I could only really say good things about you. I feel like we do we tease each other. We like make jokes about each other all the time. But I always know that it's always in good faith and like we'll always be really good friends because you've even met my whole family at this point too.
And I'm really close with his sister,
Oh.
Winona.
Yeah. And you've like met my cousins and like you've met my aunts and uncles.
Yeah. I also know Eddie really well. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I can predict his every move.
It's pretty ridiculous actually.
And it's funny because I like always embarrass him.
Yeah.
Like he'll say something wrong, but I'll be the one to catch it.
Yeah. And then she'll like expose me in front of like my whole group of friends and she's like, Eddie, that's not what happened. You actually like pooped your pants in front of everybody. And I'm like, oh, okay, well I wasn't gonna talk about that part, but I guess now that you brought it up, I guess I can talk about it.
And then you go on a 20-minute tangent about how the poop wasn't your fault.
Yeah, and I'm like, what can I say? It was an accident. Oh shoot! But I really am really so happy to have met you, and I think that you bring so much into my life, and I really am excited for what we become in the future, and like how we move on as friends, and like all the different things that are gonna happen in our lives. So yeah, thanks for being a great friend and for being around.
You're welcome. Okay, I think that's the end of the podcast. Oh, wait. Oh, did you want to say something?
No, actually. I don't know
Then why'd you laugh?
Oh, I feel like I should have said something about Gavin too.
Oh, okay, then you go.
I mean,
Oh, yes.
You say
Say
so much.
say something nice about Gavin. Yes.
oh,
Well, I was gonna say that I'm also really happy to have met Gavin too because
that's true. It was complete luck.
it.
But the first day I met him, we talked. Oh wait, we never really talked about when we met. Real quick, the first day when we met him, I really liked speaking to him, but I hadn't, and he was really. I saw that he was really into anime, so we talked the entire corn maze, me and him, about anime when I knew almost nothing about the anime he was talking about, and I was just going along and kind of pretending
no,
I knew what was
and you also
going
know what the
on.
crazy part was is that like Gavin like picked up a piece of corn off the corn maze
Oh, I did do that.
off the floor, and then he was like, "Yo, how much for me to eat this?" And I jokingly said $2, and he's like, "All right."
And I
was
immediately
like,
ate it.
and he was about to, and I was like, well, "I'll pay you $2 not to eat it." And he's like, "It's too late." And I'm like, "No!"
Never got my $2.
So yeah,
It was worth it.
um,
That corn tasted great. It tasted like really old cornflakes.
it's just I want to say that if you're on the podcast and like I want to have an episode with you, it's like because we have a very special connection.
So true.
So I'm like very
I
happy
agree, actually.
to-
I actually do agree. We have a very, like, I don't know. I don't have that dynamic with anyone else I've ever met.
Yeah. And also I wanted to say that like I'm really happy to have met you during your it's gonna sound weird.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
During his freshman year.
Okay,
I'm
it's 'cause
really
I have-
happy to have met you during your freshman year because me and Kayla both entered college during COVID. So we didn't really even get to have a full like non-COVID year until our third year into college. So it was like really weird and really hard for me to make friends at the beginning. So I kind of knew what it was like to enter college and not have any like stable relationships. So I wanted to make sure that the people who I did meet who were coming into college for the first time had something that they felt like they were stable with.
Yeah.
And
That's great.
yeah, I hope I was there for you like that.
You were.
That's good.
There was a
that's
lot of
good.
moments.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, Kayla, sign us off.
Well, thank you for watching, and you can
Like and
Share and rate the podcast on Spotify. It has that thing on like the web store where or like the web version where you can like rate it.
oh, shit, he
Like
knows,
click the
he
5
knows.
stars and click submit. And if you don't do that,
Okay, thank you.
your trash is gonna like fall out of your trash can. It's really
Thank you
annoying,
for
so just do that.
watching. Happy Friendsgiving.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you
Catch
for
guys
watching.
in the next one.
Shh.